body of Christ.
Amen.
The blood of Christ.
Amen.
With your spirit. Delicious, Lord.
Like over 100 miles
and
of
then
uncharted territory.
There's the
And
penny,
it's all
you
just
know?
like cliffs.
So it's
and,
like it could
and
come
rough
out just
terrain and
completely in
forest and
place
shit.
with your butthole, and then you gotta poop
And-
that out. So it's like it's gonna be super hard to squeeze out, you know. And
2
then,
years
or
ago,
it
and
could
his
be
buddy Nathan
sideways,
was with him.
and then it'll just like
And
stretch your butthole out this
Nathan-
way,
Or no, his name's Brian.
which will be even worse.
Or that.
Wow, that made me want to join the priesthood.
Door closed. Turner, do we have a ghost? Who is this?
Yes, girl. Yes, queen.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Brett's
Lock it.
Brett's still trying to shut this door.
Like,
What's going on in here?
It's not gonna work. Nice.
So hard for you, my heart is broken on the ground. I was soaking up your rays.
Brett's up next. He's gonna tell us your favorite poop story. All right, go ahead, Brett.
This one I remember pretty well. I was on one of those like train potties for like kids,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and
Perfect.
I was pushing so hard, could not come out, and it hurt so bad.
Hell yeah.
I'm like damn near crying. So I call my parents and I'm like, I can't do it. And they're like, just breathe and push along.
Don't get hemorrhoids.
And honestly, I mean, I was like, had to be like 4 or 5. It was so painful. I mean, my tiny little boy butthole could not push out that big adult poo. And I really don't remember if it ever came out, but that's my story.
Dude, as a young boy, you can fit anything out of your asshole. It's already stretched out. Every time you go to confession, you're getting at least another centimeter of, you know, work with. One of my fucked up poop stories, Julie and I drove all the way to Michigan, right? Drove all the way to Michigan to go see her family, and we get there and nobody's home. And all of a sudden, we're in the driveway, and I get hit with this crazy
Oh my
fucking, like,
gosh.
yeah, you remember. I get hit with this insane urge to take a fucking shit. And the house is locked, nobody's there, so I go like next to her cousin's driveway and just fucking unleash those demons into just poison ivy and grass and shit. And
Wiped his ass with leaves.
yeah, shit started getting itchy, and her family pulls up like right as I was done. I remember Aunt Linda coming up and going, "What the fuck died over there?" And I was like, "Oh, I think it was like a dog or something." And so we went inside, and I don't think we ever spoke of that moment until right now.
I swallowed a quarter once.
Tell us
Clock-
your booty story.
It clogged my intestinal tract for 3 years.
Hey.
Woo! One time for
Good story.
constipation.
One time.
Hey.
One time.
Just
One
think-
time when I was about 8 or 10 years old, I was at my aunt and uncle's house, and I had to poop really, really badly. And I think that day my cousin and I were running around the house naked, having a great time. So I go into the bathroom and I'm sitting on the toilet, and I'm trying to poop. Can't poop for like 30 minutes. And so then I'm just sitting there, I'm kind of sweating a little bit, and then I end up having to call my aunt and uncle into the bathroom. And they were like, it's my uncle didn't stand there, but my aunt was like, just breathe, like it's gonna be okay. Like you might just be constipated. And then I went home that day and I didn't poop for like 3 days.
I
So we
remember that.
live on a lake in the summertime, and when I was little, we wouldn't be out on the water all day in our boat, you know. And it's like you go pee in the water, and when you gotta take a shit, you know what? You just fucking poop in the water. And you hope it's not a floater.
Oh, one time a monkey threw shit at me at the zoo. He missed, but he tried.
I had a
Fair
baby
comment.
pee in my face. That was awesome.
Fair
I was changing his diaper and his little dick went just like the pee went like. I was like, you little bastard. 2001,
4 years
now,
old,
yes.
I swallow a quarter, become
2004,
exceptionally constipated.
2002.
This is the beginning of a very long bout with constipation for your boy. So I was in preschool, right? And my friend Joe Cummings,
Love Joe. Sorry
was
about
also exceptionally constipated at this point in time. So we really bonded in our 4-year-old energy over the fact that neither of us could poop on a regular basis. And it came one day where I hadn't pooped in like 2 weeks.
Dude.
Like it had been 2 weeks since I pooped, and I was like super. Like if you felt my stomach, it was like rock hard. Not because I'm ripped like I am now, but because I had a big old dookie in there.
He's got a
Okay,
great,
come on.
he's got a great figure.
One day, like, it kind of felt like I started like going into labor when I was 4 years old, and it was like a really lit day of preschool. Like we were doing all these stations, and there was like a fake campfire. I don't know. This is all like really faint memories and shit. But I remember like going up to the teacher and be like, "Look, I feel like I'm about to give birth to like a 40-pound sweet baby Jesus made of shit." And I literally leave school and go to the hospital to take a poop of magnificent size at age 4. My little tiny 4-year-old body poops out a poop about half my size.
Pooped out a 2-year-old.
So I got out of school at 4 years old in preschool for taking a poop.
Do you remember the 21st night of September? Love was changing the minds of pretenders while chasing the clouds away. Our hearts were ringing in the key that our souls were singing.